Yeah.
Here's your thumbnail.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the second episode of Call the Player, a show where we invite esports personalities to talk about their journey in the scene. My name is Rose and I will be your host for today. Now, today's episode is a tad bit more different compared to the previous one because we did not invite pro players this time. However, we did invite the people behind the excitement in MPL MY Season 10, introducing the casters behind MPL Malaysia.
Woo! It's us.
Please introduce yourself in case people don't know you yet.
So, hello everyone. I'm guessing this camera, that camera. I guess I'm looking at that camera. Hello, my name is Fel, caster for MPL Malaysia Season 10. The actual worst, man. The actual worst. Make your editors have to go back.
Hello everyone, my name is Lafel. I'm the caster, host, analyst. I pernah coach team. I've won the bronze medal for SEA Games for yeah, my name is Lafel. How are you guys?
They want you to be more angry.
They want me to be more angry. Wow, you guys are. Ni lebih ni.
That's all he has.
That's all I got.
It's okay. Sit back. I got you. My name is Getting Q. I am a English caster for the MPL MY. They want me to be more humble. I have casted since Season 2 all the way to every M series before. No big deal.
I have no idea how to respond to that. Hi, my name is MLBB. I've been casting since Season 3 and yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah. This is the true humble, bro.
Tell them about your fans.
It's pretty small. Yeah.
People don't see on camera.
It's pretty small.
Okay, hi, my name is Adin. I'm a competitor for MPL Malaysia doing the Malay and English broadcast. And yeah, that's about it actually.
Be more interesting.
Sorry man, I'm not, my life is not interesting.
Your
as you
team
guys.
was a champion.
Yeah. We'll talk about that later.
How did you become a caster?
Alright. So if everyone is ready, so for me, it started because like I was dead ass broke. Memang tak ada duit, like kerja and all those kind of things. I just got fired. But I love the game, you know. I love Mobile Legends. So I took to Facebook my analysis. I think it was like what season 2 when Reborn won, and then I basically wrote the things like what they did right, what the enemy did wrong, and then people started paying attention. More accurately, Team Bosco. They reached out and then was like, hey, you want to be on Team Bosco to like write some content and all those kind of things. So I said, yeah, sure. Traveled, stayed in the Bosco gaming house, got more acquainted with the Bosco team, including Daddy and Solos and such. And then after a while, MPL contacted me. It's like, hey, you want to do MPL? And I'm like, no. So I moved on with my life. And then the very next season, they're like, hey, you want to be a part of MPL? I'm like, you know what? Yeah, let's try, because I'm actually a very shy guy. Like I'm pendiam, I'm very humble. I don't talk so much. I'm very uncomfortable in front of camera, so that's why I said no.
I believe you.
And then the second time, I still very scared one. But I feel like okay I tried because I was desperate for my weekend. And then I'm desperate for my mental today. Yeah. But honestly, being an MPL caster is super fun. It really changed my life.
Very inspiring, but it's hard.
Changed my life.
Okay,
Yes.
Flex the watch.
Yeah, play and watch.
Oh, is it brand new?
Yeah, it's the ultra. Yeah.
Nobody asked.
He just asked if it's ready. What you saying us?
Okay, Gideon, you? What's your journey like?
My journey? I think all casters come from the same place. We were all broke at one point, and we needed to do something with our lives. I think for me, I got acquainted with casting when I was 17. So while I just...
How many decades ago was that?
Look, I'll be honest with you. It feels like a long time, but I swear it's shorter.
Oh, so
I think it's about 8.
Right? 8 years ago, right? Yeah.
I think around there. I think so. I think my entire casting career, ever since I first started my first professional cast, would have been about 9 years ago at this point. So yeah, it's been quite some time since then.
Used to be doing a lot of smaller gigs for League of Legends and Garena, and then eventually shifted over to do many different types of games, and then diversified from there. So in that period of time, that's what I was doing. I have failed 2 degrees. Don't at me on that and what exactly happened. A lot of money was wasted, and I'm still trying to pull enough cash to pay that back.
Yeah. Okay. I think I started 8 years ago. Interesting enough, it's off social app, a dating app.
I like where this is going. He was trying to get a girl.
Yeah. Okay.
Why is the origin story so far away from today?
Yeah, dating app. I was trying to get a girl, blah blah blah. Going through a very serious case of depression. Found someone who was way more depressed than me. Okay. Yes, apparently at the time. It was 8 years ago. Not gonna mention which app because she'll probably be watching and you guys might know who she is.
And we're not sponsored.
Yes, we're not sponsored. I'm not mentioning the app.
This stream brought to you by Tinder.
No, it's not Tinder. It's not Tinder. I swear, it's not Tinder.
Sponsored by Grindr.
Okay, so became friends. Became a manager. Got to meet my best friends. Did a couple of jobs here. She was doing casting. And then she bailed on the job because technically it wasn't a paid job, right? It was like a startup thing. So I was trying to maintain relationship with my best friends now. And then I did 2 months of casting back to back for Dota. From 9 in the morning all the way to 4 in the middle of the night. For 2 months straight, every single day without fail. For 0 cash. And the tournament was called Rage Quit Cup Dota 2. It was 100. Yeah, I don't know why. It was $100
That was
tournament.
mentioned. The name of the tournament, no problem.
Of course, I'm gonna mention that. Okay, so it was $100 for an India tournament, right? So the participants was 1,300 teams participated, and they wanted every single game casted. Yes. Yeah, that was my first introduction to casting.
That sounds like a poorly run event.
Yes, it was terrible. But for $100 to get so many people, I was like, oh, okay, I didn't mind doing it. It was fun as well. Yeah, that's pretty much how I started it. And then things kind of escalated, one thing or another. People introduced it here. And then I while I'm doing casting, obviously, yeah, we were dead flat broke. Okay, we were all broke people. So I had to
I was already sure, but I'm also
I would say become a coolie also. So I to run observers, marshal setup, to travel to Kuantan.
Not what I was thinking.
Building setups, even the setups here on the floor, everything market you have to push here, yeah. Things like that I had to do, run from the underground. And then I think after 3 years or 4 years of grinding, then only MPL, companies like MPL, IO, Mineski, guys hey, this guy he gives me a job, and that's pretty much how I started it. Yeah.
So,
the interesting one is just social media.
Wanted a girlfriend, got a job, but still broke.
Broke with more steps.
I mean, to be fair, even though we're broke, it's all about having fun.
Heartbroken in the process of being broke.
Exactly.
Because the girl was even more depressed than him.
You know what?
No comments.
Let's hear about it.
No comments.
Okay,
No
Let's
comments.
hear from Adil.
Oh, I have a different story, I would say, because I was doing really well. I had a lot of business inside and outside Malaysia.
He's the rich one.
Yeah.
I was doing really good, but I felt like, man, that's too easy. So why not go the hard way, right? So
He got
I want
married.
that problem in my life.
Yeah, I got married. Yeah,
He got
life was
married.
easy for me, so I decided to, go down the hard road. I would say, became a e-hailing Grab driver. So I picked up Gideon back then. So Gideon was the one introduced me.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Totally not shitting right now.
Wait, serious?
What?
No, wait, really?
Right.
Yeah, totally.
Totally.
Totally something we did. Yeah.
I became a Grab driver, pick up Gideon because Gideon couldn't drive.
Yeah.
So all his events, he is Grab. Not sponsored anyway, so I don't care.
Not sponsored.
And yeah, he introduced me to casting because we talk about games, esports and stuff.
Dude, this happened in your car.
Okay, so basically the true story is that was not true.
Oh my goodness! I was so invested.
Okay, so the real story is I used to work in the financial sector in a bank, 2 banks actually. The first bank didn't work out really well because basically I did not know what I was doing basically. So I felt like, okay, rather than being a beban to all my other co-workers, so I left and then worked at the second bank, which I knew what I was doing. I was really happy there. It was just that the schedule of working turned out to be like I had to work on public holidays as well, so I couldn't do casting back then. So yeah, I mean, like I made that leap of faith of jumping into casting because I joined their workshop, basically the MPL workshop, the first one, where Gideon and Lafel was my quote-unquote sensei. So yeah, and I enjoyed it. I felt like I could make money out of it, and basically much more than the bank job. So yeah, I took that leap of faith, and here I am today. Thanks to that.
Okay, so if you didn't become a caster now, you didn't enter the scene at all, what would you be doing now?
Oh, that's an interesting thing because
Wow.
actually before this I was in the financial sector as well, not in a bank specifically. I got offered to work in a bank.
You're just the receptionist.
I was in a cleaner, right?
You know what? There you go. If I wasn't a caster, I'd be cleaning up other people's mess. Legit, I have no idea. Like,
Really?
Like if casting doesn't work out for me, I'm like, maybe I'll be a successful actor. I don't know.
Okay. I'd probably kill myself, I'll be honest with you.
And you do you, man.
I know it's a touchy subject, but like I had two of the most hardworking jobs. Either I was gonna join the advertising industry, which is bad enough as it already is, or I would be doing computer science where I would just want to kill myself as Santex. At least I'll make it look cool in a cool little font before I go hello world for the last time.
Let's make it more interesting. What do you think I would do if I was a casting?
Oh, male stripper for sure.
Yep. Yep. I was about to say it. Yeah. Male stripper.
Right?
Yeah.
No arguments, no arguments. I'm looking production, I'm seeing a lot of nods.
I was gonna give a nice.
You've got the longest tongue ever. People would like that. Rafael, you gotta demonstrate how long your tongue is.
Have you seen how long his tongue is, by the way?
Can I show how long my tongue is?
Yeah. Could you do a quick
That's
zoom
why we
in?
say it's like a male stripper thing.
So like first I'm just like
Cue sexy music.
like
For context, here's my hand for size.
yeah, and my tongue is like
Yeah.
Here's your thumbnail.
biggest tongue in the world. If I can use my tongue to get money, why not, right?
He licks what?
I mean, this is why I'm a caster. Like I use my technique. That's how I got my job.
Okay, so Gideon is either struggling to be alive or literally just dead.
Yeah.
Terrence.
Almost close to a stripper. A dancer. I would have been a full-time dancer, or working in a bank. Either one.
So apparently OnlyFans would have helped us quite a lot.
Maybe it came like
only.
11 years sooner.
It came a little too late, right?
Thank goodness.
Thank goodness too. Yeah.
I'm glad to be a caster.
I love having money.
I love talking to the camera.
I'm not even gonna ask you if you already know his answer.
Yeah.
Who is the best player in their respective roles in Malaysia?
Oh, so we're going one by one as well.
No bias, huh? I'm looking at you. No bias.
I mean, I gotta start with my boy first. Stormy, mid laner. I think he's awesome, man. Like regardless any game that he plays, I think Stormy is really great. So mid laner Stormy. I gotta give it to Gary as a jungler. No bias as well, but Gary is pretty sick.
Yeah, he was.
Gary is pretty sick. EXP, it's kind of a toss-up, but judging with performance-wise, I gotta say Forties from Kodak.
Yeah.
I appreciate that he makes the plays. Gold laner, it's a bit tricky, but I think he has to be balanced. Balance might be from Orange as well. Roamer, I like Yumski. I think Yumski is the best. Is Yumski the best? I think it's pretty good as a roamer as well, you know. Hey. Yeah, I think it's pretty good. And technically it's the MPL. Hey, I won the medal.
I would say Formies in the EXP lane. I would say Panda in the gold lane. I would say Stormy in the mid lane. Yumski is support.
What was that?
I'm trying to decide whether it's Gary. I'm trying to decide whether it's Gary or it's Rival at this point. Because I think Rival is not that bad. I think he's real good, but I do think that Gary has a bigger hero pool. So I'll just leave it at that.
Okay. I think I'm going for gold lane. I'm still going for Sasa. For mid lane, I am going for Min now. XP for Mace. Man. Sorry, Man. No. Roamer.
Oh.
Roamer Min. And then for jungler, I'll go for Gary. XP, I'll go for 4 Mace. And then what's missing? The mage. Stormy. Yeah.
You know what I realized? Whenever you guys say Gary, he goes like,
Yeah, no shit.
It's like
he's like,
it's like
right there.
my co-workers, they're clever. They're smart.
Adine, turn around, show them the tramp stamp you have of Team Hawk. Show them that landing strip of Team Hawk right across it right up.
Okay, hit it.
So,
bias,
my choice, Lola. Everything you got. Okay, jungler, obviously Gary. Gold laner, I will go for Valorant as well. Mid laner, Chiku.
Interesting.
Yeah. What's that? EXP laner for Miss. And then Roamer. I'll go for Zor.
Oh!
Yeah.
Safe.
Let me counter that for a bit. You put Valence and Chiku in the same team. Both are shot callers.
Yep.
You think they won't bergaduh, man?
No, because
No, it's a best individual role, not like team, right?
Focus. And Gary will just do whatever he
No,
wants.
he won't. He would just recall what?
Just recall basically. The house is burning because.
No wonder he's in your team. It's like, no matter the situation, be calm under pressure.
How do you guys like do it? How do you guys think of stuff to talk about?
Well, in my case, it's all about my co-casters. Sometimes if my co-casters have something really, really dumb to talk about, yeah, let's talk dumb, I don't mind. But in my case, most of the time, I'm glad I have Lafel because he really pulls some really, really weird stuff out of nowhere and just like, Achoo! Sorry, parents, it's all good. I'm feeling really cold and I'm like, you know what? Let's settle on this. Do you need a tissue or something? That like things like this kind of buys like 10, 20, 30 seconds out of the way. Oh, Phil, I'm sorry. Oh, Gideon, are you feeling sinus, bro? Do you need a tissue? Do you need to call something? Don't worry about it. I got you. I'm very, very considerate. Here, I just bought 10 seconds for you. Yeah, things like that. It's not professional, but at the same time, it helps because it gives us a little bit breather to calm down, rethink, okay, can we talk something serious? Is there anything valuable on the screen that we can talk about? Sometimes it also comes down to buying time for the cameraman to find a really, really nice angle. Let's say, for example, Rose crying on screen. Yeah, something like that. And then we can talk about that. Or maybe even the fan signs, anything. It's like everything on screen can be talked about, but sometimes like it's too long, we will find a way. Yeah.
So what, me next?
Yeah, sure.
Whoever wants to be next.
Yeah, sure. So for me, like being a caster, in case for those kind of situations, you have to be very fast on your feet. So a few qualities that I have adapted to myself to make sure that these kind of situations is dealt very nicely. Number one is I always have questions to ask about the game and stuff like that. So I never run out of topics. So that's number one. Number two, I know that the production side is hearing what I'm saying. So I learned how to be a director in that kind of situation. I'm gonna cue them for what I'm gonna talk about soon, so that they know what they're gonna do. So for example, if I see something interesting in the crowd, I'll talk about the crowd, cueing them to have the camera there, and then we can talk about it, right? So that's number two. Knowing how to control your entire team, your co-casters, your production team, the cameraman. Have this kind of language with them that people don't really see that much. And then number three is actually balancing out the entertainment value as well as the knowledge needed. Because the first few minutes into the pause, people are still thinking about the game. So during that point, you can talk about intellectual stuff about the game. But after a while, people will start questioning why is the pause so long. So during that time, you got to transition into more entertainment-based kind of things to get people talking about something different.
To stay invested as well.
Yeah, so that's the science in my head of how I.
I feel like it's not that hard for us. We, like Lafayette mentioned, I don't think kita akan run out of things. Yeah, because not only that, I mean, like for me, I love the drama of esport of MLBB. So I can bring up a few dramas that can be mentioned on camera to be discussed with my. I mean, like I heard about Gary is gonna leave season 11.
Serious?
Talk about that. See? See, that's why you keep up with the drama, bro.
Serious?
What a sucker.